Are you struggling for new content for your social media or tracking what you want to reuse? I'll show you how technology can help. Hi, I'm Laura from IT Moon, the tech whiz and automation queen that helps businesses save time and money through the use of technology. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Trello for your social media content and make it evergreen. What is evergreen? It's simply content that is continually relevant and can be used more than once. For example, social media content such as a review from a customer. This can be used more than once in your social media. Right then, let's dive in. This is our social media planning board in Trello that we use to plan out our social media as a team, including the content, the schedule and the images or videos. As you can see, we use the label system in Trello to mark up what type of content a post is. And along the top, we have lists for each day of the week. If you want to learn more about this setup, check the description of the video once you're done watching this, and we already have a video made up which covers this setup. Where does Evergreen come into this then? Along the right hand side of the board, we then have lists split into different categories. As you can see here, we have quotes, sales, other, engagement and testimonials. This is where our evergreen content goes. When a post has gone out, we move it to the relevant list in this section here, and that's it, done and dusted. We're now planning our social media content. If we're struggling on ideas or no specific post we want to use again, we can scroll to the right here, have a look through the posts, and just drag it onto the schedule. It might be we'll keep the image and content the exact same, or we might change it up a bit to make it more relevant and fresh. But wait, now is the exciting bit that I absolutely love. Dragging a post over the right hand side is easy, but it's tedious. This is where we get to automate the process and make our lives easier. Let me show you what I mean by automate the process. We have the content, image, and we've scheduled it. Instead of us dragging over the content to the right hand side like we just did, all I actually have to do is go into the card, click the due date, and mark it as complete. Boom! Now the content, as you can see, isn't here anymore. Instead, it's gone into the right, into the list for my evergreen content. How do we do it? We're going to use the automation feature in Trello, which is called Butler. You can see it here on the right hand side of your board. What we want to do is click on rules on the left hand side. Now don't let this page scare you. I have a lot set up that goes beyond what I'm teaching you today. When you do this, it will more than likely be blank because you probably haven't used this feature before. So let's create our first rule. So click on create rule at the top right, or it might be in the middle if you haven't created one before. And it will now ask you for the trigger. If you think back to what I did earlier, when I marked the due date as complete, it moved it to the correct list. Therefore, in this instance, our trigger is me marking the due date as complete, and then if you think of that, you're basically telling Trello, hey Trello, when I do this, can you please do this? So let's click add trigger. Don't worry about all of these, you can explore them another time if you wish. You want to make sure that you have the advanced features on by clicking the toggle on the right hand side. The trigger we want is date related, so click on dates. And we now have three options. The one we want is the second one, when the due date is marked as complete in a card. We want to click the little funnel icon and pick one of the labels, such as in our instance, we want to pick testimonial or review with the yellow testimonial/review label and click the plus icon. Now click the green icon and here we go, our trigger is at the top here. Now it's asking for an action. The action is what we want Trello to do when the trigger happens. In this instance, we want the card to move to the correct list depending on what label it was that we had assigned to it. We want to use this move action here. So move the card to the top of the list. And what list do we want to move it to? We want to move it to the testimonials list. And then click the green icon. So let's click save. And here you can see that we have the rule and it's enabled for this board. Boom, done and dusted. If we click Butler again, it will take us back to our board screen. We want to test this works, don't we? So here we have our card with the testimonial/review label. And if we click the due date as done, the card is no longer here. Let's check that it's moved it. There we go. Now, I do believe this feature with Butler could possibly require you to have the business class, which is $9.99 a month. It all depends on how much you want to use it. You can basically get 30 commands out of it a month for free. I hope you like this video and that it helps you in your business. Please make sure that you like the video, drop any questions in the comments below, but most importantly, subscribe to this channel to be able to get more videos like this. If you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, or you want a bit of an extra hand with your technology, setting up your automations, or just don't know where to start, then you 100% need to take a look at my Automation Power Hour. Now, get on Trello and start saving your time, your money, and your sanity.